right, everybody, here we are. Ride or Die with your personal Tesla driver show. Your host, James, and we got the amazing Max, a.k.a. Old Latino. Did we come up with a better name? Old is the new cool. It's like, you know, when you say it's like old is the new young, right? It's like how you say bad is like good. You know, old is like cool.
Yeah, I saw my first Tesla truck today.
You did?
Yeah.
The Cybertruck?
Yeah. Do they make any other kind?
Well, this is SUV. It's like,
not really a truck.
Not really a truck.
The quote-unquote truck.
You saw it?
What an ugly piece of shit. Seriously.
Really?
Oh my God!
Wow.
It actually looks better in photos.
Really? It's like in progress.
Steel, like polished stainless steel, like somebody was scrubbing an old pot, you know, on the outside.
Did you see it like in person or just driving by?
No. This guy was picking up his wife.
Okay.
And it's a box. It's a steel box.
Oh yeah. It's like, have you ever played like Minecraft or Roblox or any of those games? Like,
no, I've seen it. It looks like a Roblox.
It looks like it came from like a movie, like one of those games.
A silver Roblox.
Like choppy, right?
It's like sharp angles.
Yes, like choppy. It's like it's not complete, right?
Yeah,
it's
just ugly, man. I mean, okay, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but I just think this guy had more money than brains.
Okay, you know, now just kind of to give you a little like content, right? Like, Max is coming from first 30 minutes, then 1 hour, then an hour and a half, 2 hour delay on his flight that, you know, with a airline that always does this to him. So
4 times in a row.
4 times in a row. So
same flight.
He's venting right now. So whatever we talk about, there's going to be some spillage. Okay. So,
disclaimer: there may be a lot of beeps.
Yeah, there may be a lot of. Well, this may go into the 18 and over episode category, like you know, rated R. You know,
that's right.
Because I don't do beeps. You know,
right.
If you're an adult, you can listen to whatever we have to say. You know,
you've already been warned. So if you're still listening, then you know.
Kids, if you listen to this, then you shouldn't be. So you should be. Yeah, you should be in bed soon. Well, actually, it's still early, 8:30.
like the video and then turn it off.
Exactly.
Don't watch it.
Turn the volume down. You can just watch us.
That's right.
Not that anybody would want to watch us.
It's nothing new to anybody that flies United. It's just terrible now.
Okay, you hear that, you guys? I mean, you know what? This is the honest opinion. We're not bad mouthing anybody that didn't provide the service that.
That's right.
Didn't deserve this critique.
Do not fly United anymore. I don't know if there's any other airlines that are decent anymore, but I mean, 4 flights in a row that were either delayed or canceled.
Yeah, this
is terrible.
And you know,
I remember the first time I told you I was delayed 4 hours, and they gave me the $15 voucher.
Oh my gosh!
They're like, sorry for delaying you 4 hours through your dinner, so here's $15 to buy dinner.
Now that is unacceptable. Like, if you got delayed for 4 hours and they just kept delaying, and
but $15 in an airport,
and you get $15.
What can you buy for $15 in an airport nowadays? With
inflation, nothing. I mean, gosh,
you know. And then this last time, they gave me what, $125 credit for flying more United.
Because last time it was worse because. When he got last time, I mean, it was like, was that the 4 hour delay last time?
Last time was a 4 hour. I sat on the
tarmac.
Tarmac.
They sat in the tarmac for the hours and
4 hours.
You know, this is like this is nice Max right now. Last time Max wanted to punch.
I wanted to strike somebody.
He wanted to. He wanted to punch a United worker.
Yes.
You know, just.
It was getting that.
That's where we got.
I needed closure.
Yes, and you know, this time, you know, he hasn't mentioned. He only mentioned it once in text messages, but you know, like.
And somebody might say, "Well, it happened 3 times. Why would you fly the 4th time, you moron?" So, to those of you that are asking, I would say I couldn't get a refund. Right? I tried to get a refund. I tried to say, I contacted them and said, "Hey, you know, 3 times in a row, I don't want to fly a 4th time with you guys." And the answer was, sorry for your convenience, here's 5,000 miles. More United. So basically they gave me more of what I don't want. right? They're like, you know, you don't like the mustard. Here's more mustard. Sorry about the mustard.
He's like,
but
we'll
here's
give you,
more mustard.
we'll give you twice.
We're giving me, and that was kind of stupid.
Yeah.
And then I'm on the phone today. I'm on the phone because the people at the gate said, you know, they're gonna switch out the plane, right? It's the signs all say boarding starts at 5:45. It's 5 to 6, and there's no plane. So there's an announcement, and they say, well, they're gonna switch the plane and go to gate F2. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll go to gate F2. I go to gate F2, and they don't know what I'm talking about. And so then they tell me to go back to E4. And what happened in the time that I walked from E40 to F2 was that they decided, no, they're not going to switch planes there. They're going to wait till the plane lands. The next plane lands, quickly clean it up, and use that plane to fly us out.
So they're just treating you like a ping pong, just
So it's like
bouncing
ping
back
pong,
and forth.
yeah,
Like, I mean, human ping pong.
Yeah.
How
I'm
can
on
you
the
do
phone with
that?
somebody, and
That's unacceptable.
well, so I'm on the phone with
United.
somebody, but just ridiculous. I'm
You
on the
don't
phone with
treat
somebody.
your customers like a ping pong.
You gotta stop. I'm on the flow here. I'm in a flow, right?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. No problem. It's the first time you've done this, so I understand. But I'm on the phone chatting with this agent, and I told her to start off. I said, UA 1570. I'm delayed. They told me that I have to go to gate F2 because they're going to change the planes. And then after a pause, she says to me, "Let me look that up." And then she proceeds to tell me what I told her. So she proceeds to tell me, "Sir, the plane has been delayed, and they're thinking about switching the planes, and you have to go to gate F2." And I said, "That's what I'm telling you, but I'm trying to confirm that that's true." And then we got interrupted, and the call failed. So I had no closure. But this is the way it happens. It says, like, chat with an agent, you can never get an agent, or they can't help you, you know. And so I'm not flying United again. I don't care about the miles. I don't care about the $15 lunch vouchers or dinner vouchers. But here's a big FU to the UA.
Wow, man.
This episode was
this is like
promoted by United Airlines.
this episode is a testimony to United. You know,
That's right.
This
It's
is
the best airline in the world.
This is
Keep flying United.
This is they deserve this episode because you know of what they put you through. I mean, 4 times. That's
4 times.
you know.
4 times.
Try to be loyal to a company, and you know, 1 time, 2, you know, but do they? You know, they give them 4 chances, and they screw it all up.
Yeah. And the 4th one, I didn't even want to give them. They made me.
They made him
They made me.
do their chance. I mean, if they're like, oh, they're
They're
not
like,
going to give you a
no.
refund. They're going to give you more points, and
You're
they
gonna-
force you.
exactly.
They're not going to give you your money back, so you have to take their flight.
You have to take their flight.
You know, I mean, at least they could have tried a little harder to make sure that, okay, you know, Mac, this is his 4th time. They should have flagged it and say, okay, let's give him VIP treatment.
It's like you know, we were talking this morning.
You know?
You know when we said if you buy like the whole thing concept of, you know, schedule 10 rides with you, you get the next one.
Oh yeah,
20% off, right?
absolutely.
So they should have a policy that says if we delay your flight 3 times in a row, the 4th one is free.
Yeah, if we screw you up 3 times in a row,
Over 3 times in a row.
then the next one's on us.
The next one's on us, right?
Yeah.
But no, it's if we screw you 3 times in a row.
We're gonna try to screw
give
you.
5,000 miles more to fly our airline.
To try to
We're
screw
gonna
you.
a 4th time.
Yeah, and we're gonna try to screw you, you know,
Exactly.
more times. You know.
It's an experiment that United is conducting to see how dumb their customers are, right? How many times can we delay the flight before Max decides he doesn't want to fly United anymore?
You know.
Oh,
Ours
it's
is
5
4.
times.
It's 4. So far, it's 4. They're like, okay, 4 times. They're like, okay, he complained for the first time. He's been complaining 3-4 times. Okay, and the 4th time, let's see what he does.
That's right.
Oh, he still went on the flight with us.
Yeah.
So they're inside. There's like,
Let's give him another 10,000 miles so he flies another trip.
they're like, okay, look, he might have complained, but he still flew with us. So you know, we'll take the win.
This guy's an incredible idiot. He'll do it. We'll do anything, and he'll still fly with us.
To them, you're like their number 1 customer. They're like, look, we can do
I'm their
anything
kind
to
of
him.
customer.
We're like,
I'll fly with them
we can screw him. You know, we can screw him every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll still fly with us.
Exactly. Next time they're planning to delay my flight so much I have to stay overnight.
Oh man.
And then I'll complain. They'll give me a $25 voucher for the hotel food.
They'll increase
Won't
it.
pay for the hotel. And then
They'll make you pay for it.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll make you pay for it, and they'll try, and they'll tell you they'll reimburse you.
Yeah, exactly.
But it'll take you like 6 months before they can reimburse you.
Well, that's even TBD. They'll say keep the receipts, but they never guarantee that they're going to pay it back.
Yeah, they'll say, yeah, just go ahead.
Yeah.
Pay for the hotel,
Exactly.
pay for it, and then submit your receipts. Keep
Yeah.
all your receipts, and then we'll see if our department will approve you.
Yeah, exactly.
And then after you do that for like 3, 4 months, 6 months, they'll complain. They're like, sorry, you're only approved for $25.
Yeah, that's right. Or there's a little, the little tiny, the disclaimers, right? And they'll say, it's like Tesla, and they're watching you, all the motions that you do.
Oh yeah, they're watching.
So that if you ever have a claim about the selfless driving or whatever,
Yes.
they can call out, well, James, on April 2nd,
You-
2023.
You actually look down.
You actually claimed for more than the 10 seconds allowed, thereby invalidating our guarantee.
Oh my gosh.
So you're on your own.
Yeah,
right?
they're like, oh yeah, like didn't you read the fine point that said that if you blink more than 10 times,
Yeah.
like within any given 1 minute, and they have all the footage, right?
Exactly.
So they'll find that 1 minute
Yeah,
that you
so-
blinked for
so,
10 seconds.
That's it. You're done.
You're screwed.
So
You can't win big corporations, guys.
No.
They got
they got
the
multiple ways to
screw you. They
Screw you
they haven't been in business because they got screwed.
Yeah.
They're in business because they screwed you.
yeah. I'll
Over
give you
and over
another- I'll give
again.
you another one. How big business screws you.
Okay.
So Verizon, I was a customer for like 20 years.
Okay.
Never had a problem because, of course, I paid whatever, and they have good service. I have to give them good credit. So one time, I decided to take advantage of their rebate. They give you $800 on the price of the phone if you sign a 2-year contract with them, right? You hand in your own phone and they do it. But you can't pay off the contract right away. I said, well, I can take advantage of this and I'll pay the whole thing off in a month. No, you have to have a 2-year contract. They have to divide the payments by month. So I said, that's fine, I'll do that. And I handed off my phone. And then I want to say about a year later, because I don't check it too often, but I checked about a year later, and my payments haven't gone down. They're supposed to go down, right?
Okay.
So I called, and they're like, sir, we don't have record of you turning in your phone.
What?
Yeah. I said, what are you talking about? I have the receipt. So I took a photo of the receipt, texted, or mailed it, whatever. And they're like, yeah, but your receipt doesn't have this number.
This number.
This number, I can't remember what the number is, but it's a number that is supposed to confirm that you handed your phone in.
Okay.
Okay? So I said, what the hell? I went to a Verizon store and I handed my phone, right? That Verizon store had gone under and had gone to another place.
Oh. So that.
So, long story short, they used this loophole to not give me the 800, but they still kept me to the 2-year contract.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I quit Verizon as soon as I could.
That sounds shady.
I told them Vaffanculo, right? Because it's Italian to a big FU to Verizon.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Well,
But now I tell people, keep a record of everything, even if you have to take a picture of the guy holding your phone when you turn it in. Do that.
yeah. So
Because
take those selfies, people.
they will screw you over
Yeah.
any way they can, and there's no forgiveness. Like I went through, I said, let me talk to the manager.
Don't get me started with Uber.
Nothing.
Oh man, don't get me started with big company Uber. Oh my god.
I don't have anything but Uber. 'Cause I
Okay.
don't take them very much.
Okay, good, because they're the worst.
I have a
Hey.
Lyft story.
Oh, okay. Tell me that.
Okay, the Lyft story. So we've had.
But it has to be a bad one.
Well, okay, I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
So we're coming back from Italy, right? It's about a 14-hour flight. My son was about, I want to say, 8 years old, around that time.
Okay.
So he's tired. My wife is tired. I'm tired. I call Lyft, and we're driving. We want to go from LAX to Carlsbad. It's like a 2-hour drive. Okay. So I get a Lyft. We get all the way over there. And we're tired. I've got a headache because I haven't slept. So the Lyft driver picks us up, and we're out of the airport about 5 minutes, and he's like, I have to turn around and drop you off somewhere.
What?
And the reason is, he told me, he said, it's because I didn't know how long this trip was. And I usually like the little trips because I make more money. And I'm going to lose money when I drive you the 2 hours, so I need to drop you off somewhere. We're in the middle of nowhere.
What?
We're in the middle of nowhere.
Oh my God.
And I'm tired. Like I said, my wife is tired, my son is tired. And I'm talking to this guy, I'm not trying to piss him off because I don't want him to drop us off in the middle of nowhere, right?
Exactly.
So I said I wound up saying to him, look, I'll make up the difference when you drop us off in the tip. I will tip you to make up for your loss, whatever.
Okay.
But that's the only way I could get him to drop us off at
Oh
home.
my, that's ridiculous though.
Right? But he had us.
I mean, he should have first of all, he knew where when he accepted the ride, he should have saw where you were going.
Dude, I know.
Otherwise, he should have never accepted the ride.
Every Lyft driver since then, like, do you guys not know where you're driving when you select the...
Of course we do.
Yeah. So I didn't buy that, but that was a Lyft story.
Yeah, and you know what? Uber is worse. Uber is worse. Okay, so you guys don't take Uber. I have a lot of stories bad stories about Uber. I don't have time to share it with you right now, but feel free to DM me.
Another episode.
DM me or let me know, and I can do a whole episode just by myself on how bad Uber is. So that's all I'm gonna say about that.
You should have an episode of your very interesting rides. We must have stories about some interesting customers you've had, and you don't have to name names. You just tell stories.
Just one day I just be in the car and just start sharing.
Yeah, man. I would just watch that.
Sharing stories of my past Uber,
exactly.
of past passengers, and or I can just do a story about like just asking people their worst experiences about Uber.
Yeah. or just a topic, your worst airline experience.
Oh yeah,
worst Lyft experience, or worst whatever cell phone experience.
Yeah, I mean the best people don't like to watch the best experience. They like to watch the worst.
I'll give you a story about AT&T.
Oh gosh, okay.
So I had fiber optic put in my house, right? And I'm looking to move away. This is when I was trying to move away from Verizon. So that guy comes in. He's like, AT&T coverage is good, blah blah. I made the mistake of saying, okay, port us over to AT&T. I give them a week, right? I figured, okay, I'll give them a big week, see how they are. If I'm good with them, I'll stick with them. If I'm not, then I won't. So not even a week, like 3 days, and I'm traveling to LA. And I'm taking the trains, right? The Metro links and all that stuff.
Okay.
I get under there where I had all this Verizon signal, no AT&T signal. It's like zero. It's like SOS.
Okay. Oh, SOS.
Yeah. So after 3 days, I go over to T-Mobile and I have them port my line away from AT&T, right?
Okay.
A month later, I find out they're still charging me.
What?
Yeah. So I call, and they're like, "Oh yeah, because you have to tell us it's in somewhere, right? That you have to give us 30 days. And you have to give us written notice and whatever." And you didn't do that. And I'm like, "Okay, send me the place where it says I have to do it." Okay. I didn't get any emails from them telling me that, right?
No notifications.
But I do get notifications from AT&T whenever I owe them money, so I know it's not going to junk.
Okay.
Right. So I had to pay those bastards for that.
What?
Yeah. And when they asked me, and they called me and asked me what happened, I said, you have the crappy signal. You don't get any LA signal there.
Man.
Now with T-Mobile, it's better, but I don't know how much better. I mean, the signal's better. But...
All right, guys. Look, let me know. What are your horror stories? Okay, DM me, message me, put in the comments. What are your horror stories with companies?
Make me feel better about my
Tell us the
stories.
worst ones. That way we can make Max feel better about his stories. Okay. We don't want him to feel like he's it's just him personally. We don't want him to think that
being persecuted.
There's a cloud over his head. And it's him personally.
Right.
Let him know that he's not alone in this
If I was MAGA,
totally bad service by companies. Let him know that it's not you. Like the other day, for example, I thought that it was me. Like when my phone went down, like no network connectivity was between like 1 and 3. Did you hear about that? I had AT&T.
Oh yeah.
So at first I blamed myself. I was like, oh man.
What did they give you? $5.
They gave me nothing.
$5 they're giving.
They are.
Yeah.
You know what? All I got was a text message that said, "Oh, we're so sorry that happened." That's all. They just text me.
But they're gonna give you $5.
Oh, they're gonna give me
$5 for the outage. If you lost,
you know what? I almost lost my. I couldn't work that day.
I know, but what
Well,
that's what I'm
that's
saying.
I couldn't
So your
work.
day, according to AT&T, is worth $5.
Yeah, that's my 2 hours that
That's what they
I
give
lost was with $5 still.
Yeah.
That's it.
So you got to be making really, really minimum wage, like below minimum wage.
That was like
for them to think $5 for
250 an hour. That's how much that I'm worth to them.
Yeah, that's how much you're worth to
250
them.
an hour. That's all.
Exactly.
The 2 hours that we were shut down, like,
Yeah.
right? And I thought it was me, you know, and I blamed me first.
Yeah.
I was like,
I know.
no, it must be me. I
was
must
your
have
fault.
using too much data, you
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
I'm like, did I use too much data? Oh gosh, you know? So I was beating myself up. Look, that's emotional trauma. Look, if there's an attorney out there,
And
look,
they give you $5 for your emotional trauma.
You know?
which is,
look, I could sue for emotional trauma, but I'm not.
Class action. Who wants
Who wants
DM,
class action?
DM
Look,
James, if you want to start
okay,
a
during
class action.
during the cyber attack for the 2 hours, you know, if you experienced emotional trauma, let me know. You know, we'll find an attorney. I'm sure there's an attorney out there.
Yeah.
There's probably thousands of attorneys out there that would prosecute or take our case pro bono,
Yeah, pro bono.
or maybe like pro bono, meaning they'll get 50% of the total, which is fine. Sounds like we don't have to pay up front, right? But yeah, that was crazy, like the 2 hours. But you know what though?
Yeah.
When I realized that it wasn't me was when AT&T was down, and I was like, oh crap, I couldn't work,
Yeah.
I couldn't text, nothing. So I was like, okay, it must be me. But then when I checked my Tesla network was down.
Yeah.
Meaning, Tesla's network has a premium I have premium connectivity. I'm supposed to always be connected. Now they use their own satellites, from what I understand.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there's no way something's going on.
That's right.
Because there's no way both networks, they're like unrelated networks,
Yeah.
could be down at the same time.
That's right.
So that's what I thought it was a cyber attack. I mean,
Yeah.
there's still, apparently the FBI and other government agencies are investigating to see what really happened.
Yeah.
You know, I don't believe AT&T story the next day saying, oh, sorry, it was an attack. It was like something to do with our programming code. Yeah, our code. Yeah. I was like, yeah, somebody injected a virus into your code and changed it. That's why it's all screwed up.
That's right.
It's called like,
So that's
cyber
why
attack.
Don't go sticking your code when it doesn't belong, because you might pick up a virus.
Exactly.
Always use protection.
Ask one of your employees tell your employees not to open up those emails
Don't
when it
click the
says,
link that says you may have won
Yeah.
$1 million.
like saying, oh, you can retire early or something. Like, you just got a big bonus when you didn't get a bonus. You click onto that link anyways.
Absolutely.
So, any one of those links could have done it. So, but the fact that it happened, not just, with their company, AT&T, but it happened with the Tesla's connectivity. And then I read somewhere there was like over 20 different companies that were affected by this. I call it a cyber attack. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not trying to spread conspiracy theory here, but, when more than one of my networks is down, and they really can't explain it, and there's like a full-blown investigation on it, then I'm gonna call it a cyber attack. And it could be, it could be by the enemy, but I'm thinking if somebody was trying to cause us harm, they wouldn't do it in the middle of the night. 1 to 3, most people in California were sleeping, so most people didn't even know.
What if it was Russia? Then they would do it in the middle of the night.
Why wouldn't they do it? Like, if they want to do us harm, why wouldn't they do it in the middle of the day? Because during 9 to 5, if I guarantee you,
Dude,
if it happens 9 to 5,
market's open in Eastern time.
okay, Eastern time.
Right?
Oh, so
If you want to do damage to the country, attack the stock market.
yeah,
Attack there, do a cyber attack on that.
yeah. But they did it worse. They did well.
I'm just saying, if I was a terrorist, I wouldn't flag planes in the buildings. I would hit the stock market.
Now we're not telling you to do that. Okay, I
No,
don't want
we're
people.
not. The disclaimer.
No, the
Right?
disclaimer is that
Exactly.
no, we're absolutely not
Yeah.
recommending or telling anybody to do anything illegal or unlawful or with bad intent. We're just saying that if there's bad people out there trying to do it, they would probably hit.
They're not going to do your like, oh, let's disconnect James' service so he can't do work.
Exactly.
That's not going to hurt anybody but James.
So the thing is, like, I think it might be an inside job then, because I think
so.
maybe like some
You've got enemies.
government agency wanted to test out this
you've got enemies, James, and
Yeah.
they're listening to your thoughts. So the
Okay.
next time, I think you need to start wearing your
my gosh.
Just
Alright,
to protect yourself.
So you know what? Like, if this is an inside job, I think, or if this was a cyber attack, this might not be the only one. It might
Even
be
better, buy yourself a Tesla truck, because that aluminum outside will prevent you from being, monitored by external.
It's not all about looks. It's not all about looks, Max. You know.
Exactly.
You know, it might be ugly to you, but look, it serves a purpose.
It is in the eye of the beholder.
It serves a purpose. Look, if we get a cyber attack, you think it's going to be able to penetrate that wall?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That aluminum
that's what I'm saying, right?
So you said that steel and aluminum wall.
There may be usefulness for the Cybertruck.
Yeah.
In that it will prevent you from being attacked by Martians.
Yeah. You know, if aliens
take mind control.
Look, if aliens came down, what car would you want to be in?
Exactly.
The Cybertruck.
Yeah.
Right. Because the aliens would have respect for that. They'd be like, oh, very different. They'd be like, oh.
These are very intelligent people that own these Cybertrucks. Therefore, we must go
technology
and attack others.
I'm sure the technology in there is like outstanding. You know, it's like driving in a supercomputer.
Yeah.
Like a mainframe.
That's what it is.
Right. They should call it a mainframe vehicle, right?
Yes. That's what they should do. That's how they should market it.
Cyber mainframe.
The cyber mainframe.
And it's not even a truck to me. I
don't know what it is. It doesn't look like anything.
It's like a tank. More like a. It looks kind of
like a tank.
No,
honestly, because it does from the outside. It doesn't look as rugged as a tank. It looks like paper mache, like very neatly folded because of the circuit. It looks like a box.
It looks like Roblox. It looks like Minecraft.
Yeah.
It's like out of a game. You're like like a kid built. Like my kids, they play Minecraft and they build like these like blocks, right? Block figures. It looks like a block figure that was built in Minecraft.
Yeah. So maybe, it just doesn't. Even if I stop thinking of it as a truck and not compare it to a truck, it just doesn't look like a vehicle I'd want to drive. It looks very uncomfortable.
Really?
Yeah. On the outside, it looks very uncomfortable.
But
and the back reminded me of the old robot, like the old alien things that had the robot, and the robot had this slant for an eye, and you have like the cyborg, the old Cylon warriors in Battlestar Galactica, the old.
Oh, I remember.
And they had this little yellow light for an eye that would go back and forth.
See,
that's what the back of the Tesla looks like, except the eye is red.
See, Max is dating himself, guys. I
told you I was old. I don't understand.
See, that's why his nickname is Old Latino.
That's right, as opposed to New Latino.
But that means cool, though. Remember that. Old means, young.
Old means experience.
Just like bad means good.
There's a lot of rings
old
in
means
this
young.
Tree,
so
in this tree trunk.
Exactly. Don't judge a Latino by his age.
Cover.
Exactly.
Just like don't judge a Tesla by what it looks like.
Exactly. That's why that's a good lesson. You see that?
That's right.
See, Max just went 360 on us. Like,
not really.
Don't judge.
I judge it based on how much it costs versus and how useless it looks. Honestly, what is the utility of that? I think it's just the ebook that I told you I listened to with. Did you
listen to an ebook today?
I did, but it was Jack Reacher. By the way, Jack Reacher.
Oh, from the movie. What's that movie? Jack Reacher.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
What? Oh, but he has a series, right?
Yeah, but it's a series of books, right? They started to make.
What is it called? Series. What is that Jack Reacher series called?
Well, they call it different things. It's Jack Reacher, and the name of the series. Like every season has a different title.
Oh.
But what I was trying to say is, I listened to that audiobook about Musk.
Yes.
And it talks about the Cybertruck and what his intention was. And his intention was not function. It was he wanted a work of art. Oh. He asked his engineers to design something that like erased the concept of truck from their minds, and they said, what would it look like if you had to build something? And that's what he built. So it's not functional. If you think about it as a
it's not like that's
a utility vehicle.
That's what a lot of people are like. Oh,
fails, right?
they wanted a truck that they're used to having a truck that they can utilize.
It's exactly. So if you look at it that way, you're not going to like it.
Yeah.
If you look at it as an expensive work of art,
then maybe.
Then maybe, and only people it's like art, right? Some people appreciate certain art, and some people don't.
Exactly.
So that's what it is.
That's why, you know what? That's why people got excited when they saw Kim Kardashian. I saw going into one of these cars. Now she,
but you know what? If you decide what to buy based on what somebody that's got millions and millions of dollars does, then you're an idiot.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, like, to your point about like art though, like say like Kim Kardashian, you know, she's not buying it for utility, right? You know, she's not like a big.
No, she's buying it as
a statement, like okay,
like a statement.
I
can buy a Tesla Cybertruck.
I can buy, you know, this is like unique, just like me, you know, like
exactly.
So
they want to make a statement. If you've got poor self-esteem,
so it's like
with things that
now it's just become like a cool vehicle, like you know, to some, it's like something like, oh, cool. It's just unique. It's like a work of art.
Exactly.
But to others who, you know, think of a truck as a utility vehicle to be able to load stuff and get things done, well, that's not. This doesn't serve that purpose, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what
and to those that think that I'm just, I'm bitter because I can't afford one of those, that's absolutely not the case.
Not the case.
I can probably afford right now in cash to buy 3 Teslas, maybe 4. Okay. Of $100,000.
Well, don't worry. When we get close to your house, we're gonna gray out your address so that people can't come and
don't
camp out. Don't be following, tracking us on this episode, okay?
The fact is, I choose not to buy something because it's crappy and it's a poor investment.
Max is a very smart person.
Well, not really. I just showcased a few examples where, like Verizon, right? I lost money there. AT&T.
Okay, and remember, guys, this disclosure that we had up front that he's coming from 4. I repeat, 4 extremely bad experiences with United. He just got off the plane. They made him wait again for the 4th time, and they used him. They bounced him back and forth like a ping pong. They didn't even treat him like humanely, I mean, they just kept bouncing him around like a ping pong, like he was just like just a match for like a freaking ping pong match for them.
I bet you
they're
gonna offer me
$50.
$5,000. Oh, 5,000 miles.
Oh,
you know how much 5,000 miles gets you?
Not even
a one-way trip to San Francisco.
Oh my gosh! Not even one way.
Even one way.
That's ridiculous.
I know.
They should give you at least a free trip.
At least one way.
They should be like, what? For your 4 times, we understand. Anywhere you want to go, and you can bring a companion. Bring your wife if you want.
Bring whoever you want.
Bring whoever you want. Bring your wife. Yeah. Oh, you have a kid? Throw your kid in there too.
Throw your kid in there.
A trip.
Exactly.
You want to go to Fiji? Don't worry about it. It's on us.
Exactly.
That's the kind of customer service that they should be doing.
Put your money where your mouth is, right?
That's like after the second time they should do that.
Well, I mean, but
the third time.
Think about it this way: if you're willing to stand behind something, that what are the likelihood that you're going to have 3 in a row? Equipment technical failures. That's
pretty low. Unacceptable.
So you could say, okay, if it's pretty low, I'll offer you a there and back, right? Because I know I won't have to pay. The problem is that it's not low likelihood. The problem is that now it's pretty good, pretty likely that you'll have another technical, issue disrupt your flight.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
So that's what we're dealing with, guys. Okay, so when you hear all this, all this other stuff about these other companies, it's because of the what do you call it, effect? When you're complaining, then all of a sudden you throw another cup. It's just kind of kitchen sinking it. We're throwing everything in right now.
DM James about your worst experience.
You know what? DM me. You want to throw your worst experience, just kitchen sinking, guys. Just put it all in there. We want to hear it all.
Yeah.
We want Max to feel much better about his life
should have one of
and
those
his experience.
Where you read the Q&A, like the YouTube things, right? They're like, let's have a Q&A.
Yeah, let's have a Q&A.
Instead of a Q&A, it's like let's read your worst experiences. So all you do is spend the time. Maybe I'll do it because you need to drive. Unless you want to put it in self-driving mode. By the way, that's a pretty cool self-driving mode. When you put it in, it's got like the LGBTQ, like the rainbow.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I put mine in.
Things, right?
It's not every car. You have to program it. So
really? So
I program
your
it.
LGBTQ thing.
Oh yeah, so I
That's pretty
made a
cool.
Rainbow
Yeah.
Road when we do it on autopilot. You know,
Yeah,
just to kind of give my passengers a little extra show, because you know I'm all about them. You
You're
know?
about the love.
I'm all about thinking.
You'll love every race, gender.
Oh yeah,
you know,
I'm all about like
religion,
just
everything.
you know.
And that's what
I do, but it's actually more just like entertaining and amusing. You know, but
Well, I went
am
right
about
to
the love though.
I went right to the LGBTQ because it's a rainbow.
Yes, you know,
So I've been programmed. I've been indoctrinated, folks, that I see a rainbow and I think LGBTQ.
You know what? I'm okay with that.
There's an I there. Is there an I? Or is it just LGBTQ plus?
That's our last episode. That's the episode that we never recorded.
We never recorded it.
Man, too bad we didn't.
I know.
That episode would have went viral for sure.
would've.
Oh my God, the things that we talked about
I
it.
know. I would have got some death threats.
We couldn't.
Just kidding,
We
guys.
can't.
I would've got-
We can't repeat it now. But you know, that episode would have went viral. I mean, I'm not sure if it would have been a good viral or not. But no, nothing
It
bad.
was a thought-provoking.
It was just thought provoking.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't bad towards any group. It was just
It
like
wasn't.
diving deep into the
There was
issues.
no hate.
There was no hate. It was just like it was actually more analysis of both sides of kind of like
That's
why. It was actually a very intellectual, good conversation.
It really was.
You know, but
Like
some
the people that have no idea what they're talking
yeah.
about.
I mean,
Respect.
I have no
Yeah.
clue what all that means, but
Exactly.
but I do have an opinion.
Like DM James, if you
Yeah.
have a grasp on what gender fluid means, because we
Okay.
were having a hard time
Yeah.
understanding like that concept, and so I think if you DM James and explain to him what that means, then he'll
Yes.
let me know, and then thank you in advance. Right?
Just let me know if you know gender fluid. I mean, I did see, I do know one person that I saw on TV that was identified with gender fluid. It was this girl who got married on Love Is Blind or Married at First Sight, one of those shows, and after it didn't work out for her in the marriage, she identified herself as gender fluid. So that's
But
the first
she didn't
time.
go into details about what it was. She just said, I'm gender fluid.
Yeah, that was the first time I heard of that term. So
Yeah.
if you know more about that term
DM
and
James.
what that means, then DM me, and then the next time I talk to Max, we'll
Yeah.
bring it up
Yeah,
as a
teach some
topic.
old guys. Teach some old guys.
Yeah, teach us.
The new things.
Yeah, we're not as cool, with those new
Really
terms.
not. We don't claim to be.
Yeah. We're just a couple of old,
Old people trying to understand.
two old one Mexican and one Asian. Just kind of no, he's not Mexican.
That's right.
One Latino, one Asian. Just just talking. Just like talking. Now we're done talking. Well, these are my longest episodes.
I know,
Max.
because it's like 40 minutes long.
Yeah. This is like, man, actually we should give
But
people
this is
prizes,
pretty- yeah, I know.
if you watch our full episode, if you can tell us what we just talked about, at the very end, you gotta do
DM James.
DM me
You
and you're gonna get a prize.
get 20% off.
You're gonna get a prize, something.
That's right.
Okay, we're gonna make it
20%
special.
10 off your 10th ride with James.
25% for you passengers,
That's right. Exactly.
on your after your 10th ride,
After your 10th ride.
on your 11th ride, And Max, congratulations.
Yeah.
This is your 10th ride.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
We're gonna give it. I'm gonna tell you your special bonus afterward.
Okay, but
After
give
we
it to
stop
me
the
now.
show, because I don't want to because
Okay.
it might not be for everybody. Not everybody's gonna get the special deal that we're gonna give.
That's right.
You gotta first join us on the show, and also you gotta be a private client rider for me, and then you get offered all these all these incentives and cool prizes and rewards and thingamajiggies. But all right, I'm gonna wrap it up right now so that I can talk to Max about some other things. So you know what, guys, thanks a lot for listening. If you made it through this far, then you're a rock star, and Max and I appreciate you.
You have nothing better to do
it's
in
like
your time if you made it
it's
this
like
far.
thank you for donating your time. It's like charity. We know listening to us is like giving charity by giving your time to listening to us, and that's all I'm gonna say. So Max, you got any other last minute words? Any last minute complaints? Any other companies you want to throw out there
No, this has been
underneath the bus?
Very therapeutic. Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to people's worst worst stories.
If you got horror stories, you got worse stories than Max, let us know. DM me, message us, and then we'll share it. And if you want us to like gray out your name, not use your real name, then we'll do that too.
We'll even funk up the voice.
We don't want the companies
so
to go after
like
you.
On, what do you call it? The witness protection.
We don't want the companies to cancel you.
That's right, yeah.
Because like people can cancel companies, but
I know.
Maybe companies will cancel your subscription if they find out that you've been bad mouthing. But you know what though,
right.
we won't let them do that.
Well, I would never go work for AT&T.
I'll use the anonymous.
Look for employment.
There you go. Yeah, and I will never work for Uber again because they suck.
Such a steamy
Uber
session
sucks.
That your Tesla is fogging up inside.
Oh yeah, it's because we're getting all heated. That's
all
why.
Heated. Yeah, this has been a very heated
conversation. Okay, guys, that's it for Ride or Die with your personal tester driver James Show and the amazing Max, aka Old Latino. All right, peace out.
Peace out.